Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm the Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 5402 Southeast 43rd Avenue here in Portland. We're located in the bathroom. We pulled the toilet. We're going through the 4-inch cast iron flange in the floor. And we've just gotten to the bottom of the stack down in the basement here where we're going to zero out the camera counter. We're going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Currently have water running, or we will here in just a moment. Here we go. And we're going to keep this moving pretty quick here to get to the twists and turns in the basement. Okay, it transitions here over to 6-inch concrete at 34 feet. Alrighty, unfortunately here, this is as far out as we're going to be able to get. I'll give this another shot here. The camera just wants to run right into this opening here in the pipe. Yeah, that's as far as we're going to be able to go there, unfortunately. It does look like we have a hole that's opened up in the pipe here. You can see that if you watch the water, it's flowing directly into that spot there, so it looks like we are losing water into the ground there at that point. Anyway, we're going to go locate the camera head to see where this is at exactly. We'll get it marked for repair. It does appear we've got a joint here it looks like a pipe joint, but it also looks like it's worn out here and a hole's opened up into the ground. Okay, we did locate the camera head successfully. It's out in front of the house, right about where the walking path meets the bark dust. I've got it marked with a white X, and I'm picking the depth up here around 12 to 13 feet deep. Looks like right here about 45 feet we've got another spot that's opening up a hole just like the other. It's on an inside turn, which is the spot that will always wear out in concrete. Okay, right here we're still getting a depth of around 11 feet. So it does appear to be that deep. It's way the heck down there. So I would look into doing a trenchless repair, before digging. It'd be much more costly to dig this. And I'm going to put my last marking here. It's going to be a white T. This will be just in front of the house out front. And this is where I recommend starting the repair. All the cast iron pipe, we'll give that another look over on the way back in. That's not my concern here. The concrete, though, we've got a couple spots where we've got holes opening up in the pipe. We also have a lot of aggregate rock showing through, which is what happens when this stuff gets to the end of its lifespan. Holes will start to open up because it's losing all its support. You can see the difference between the top of the pipe and the bottom. Once the aggregate starts showing through, you're pretty much at the end of the concrete's lifespan. So I do recommend a full update. Unfortunately, we can't see the rest of the line. At this point, though, you're better off, and it's more cost-effective to fully update than to spot repair a line that's going to need more and more repair as time goes on. All right, currently we are just, if you're looking at the front of the house, kind of from the street or that little private drive area, the line's coming out just to the left of the front door. And currently here we are under dirt, not concrete. There are portions of it though that kind of go under the walkway. So I say this would be, especially with the depth of it, it's 8 feet deep here at its shallowest point on the outside of the house. At that depth, I would look into either doing a pipeliner. The unfortunate part here is we can't see all the way down the line to see if the rest of the pipe is, it doesn't mean in good condition, but it still has proper slope and grade that you could line it and then be okay. If you have a pipe that up ahead of where we stopped is all wonky and with offset joints and stuff like that, it's not something you want to line. You'd want to redo the pipe completely. But I would definitely look into trenchless options before digging. We're coming back into the basement area at this point. Anyway, I poked around outside here. If you look at the top of the pipe, we have a tie-in right about there. I poked around right where I located this. I'm not able to hit anything. There was a kind of a void in the ground where my probe was able to go down about 2 feet quite easily. I'm still not hitting anything. So there is a clean out front. It's buried way the heck under the dirt. That, or it could just be a storm drain tie-in there. There's a couple drains right next to that spot, so that would make sense. We're just about to reel the camera out of the line. Once again, I do recommend a full update starting at the cast iron transition, which is at 34 feet. From that point all the way out to the street curb where the homeowner's responsibility ends at. The pipe from curb to curb out on the street in Multnomah County is the city's responsibility. And the cast iron pipe we just scoped here under the basement floor is still in good condition, has good flow. I do have the entire spot I was able to scope there on the exterior mapped out with white paint, ranging from 8 feet deep up by the house to about 12 feet deep, about 25 feet away from the home. Those depths, once again, I do recommend looking into trenchless repairs versus digging the line up. I highly recommend a rescope be done after the repair is finished, as well as make sure that a clean out gets installed so you've got easy access to the sewer line. The advantage here, though, is up to the point we stopped, the concrete pipe was all draining proper. So up to that point, you could do an epoxy liner. Beyond that, unfortunately, we don't know. That may not be the best option here.